Hi, welcome back to the Weekly Unfold with me, Ramat Tejani. I am really trying to move this greenery out of the way, but it doesn't seem to want to. So you're just going to have to deal with it because I don't have time. All right, so today we are unfolding what's happened in the week that's just gone by. I was going to do this outside, but decided to wait until I got home, and whilst I'm in the mood, I'm doing it before I even get out my gear. So yeah, let's get into what has unfolded this week for me. The thing I asked for this week was more sessions with my life coach. Now, she is amazing, and she's actually the reason I started doing this series because we spoke about it and the way I feel uncomfortability. Anyway, the fact that I am uncomfortable with being on video, and so she challenged me to challenge myself, and here I am. And yeah, I have just been thinking about it recently, and actually, I could do with still having some coaching in certain areas, and she's been fantastic. So that was my big ask this week for more sessions with my life coach. So I have booked those, and we are ready to go. All right, with failure this week. It's not funny. It's actually not funny. But with failure this week, I am failing at admin, life's admin. And it's proven quite costly, which means I am having to spend a lot of unnecessary money. Therefore, I can no longer afford to fail at admin or life admin in particular. So, yeah, that is changing very quickly this week or the week ahead. I'm going to be working on that so that we're no longer failing at life admin because we haven't got money like that. And even if we did, we are not supposed to be wasting our money like that. So, yeah, here's to fixing up on life admin. So, my two reminders this week. This thing is so annoying. Oh god, and another one's coming. Anyway, two reminders this week. I guess the first one is about not having to say yes to every gift or everything that is offered to you. Um, it happened actually today, and I was offered something that the other person thought I'd really, really like. And to be fair, in other times I probably would really, really like, but I don't actually have space for that gift. And so I had to kindly say, actually, I can't take that. And yeah, I was okay with it, but it was a good reminder for me that I can actually say no to gifts, even if they are so well intentioned. And it was going to be beautiful, and it was really well intentioned, but I just don't have space for it right now. So yeah, reminder that you're allowed to say no to gifts in circumstances. Yeah, so that's that. Second one, I guess the second one's about not judging people or books by their cover. People by their cover, and leaning into being more curious. I feel like sometimes human nature means that we will judge things and people by the first thing we see and not necessarily go a little deeper and ask questions and be curious, etc. Now, let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Sometimes you judge a book by its cover, and you are absolutely correct. And also, sometimes you judge people by the way they act in the first instance, and that tells you 4 million stories, and you're like, whoa. But often we are making judgments based on our own biases. And so, how can you make judgments? Or how can you be more curious in that first interaction with people or in situations and not judge books by their cover? Things I am grateful for or thankful for. I have to start with the fact that it is the month of Ramadan, and every year Ramadan comes around, and it's my would call it my annual cleanse of mind, body, soul. And yeah, it really helps me to show up in show up even better than I even do. And I think I show up quite well most of the time, right? But it is a really, really, really good time for me to just cleanse. And I was, my friend was saying to me, she left a voice note, Annette, and she was like, actually, with everything going on with you right now, I feel like this is coming at the right time. And I was like, I absolutely agree. So super grateful and thankful that it is Ramadan. We started yesterday. And, I get to eat lots of dates. Now, fun fact, I actually used to hate dates. Hate is a strong word, but when it comes to certain foods, like hate is a word that I will use without a doubt. I used to hate dates, but hey, now I love dates. Growth, I've actually these are the dates of choice at the moment. Oh, don't break. Delightful. So yeah, right there. So that as soon as I break my fast, I'm gonna say journaling. So, in particular, during this season of life, I tend to journal more and really look back at like how my day's gone and, almost brain dump. And I know journaling doesn't work for everybody, but there are so many different ways that you can journal. And I love to write, but sometimes I love to audio journal. So, just speak my thoughts into my voice note app on my phone. And yeah, I don't even have to listen back to it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's just a really good way of getting everything out of my brain into the ether, essentially. So yeah, super grateful and thankful for journaling at the moment. And then final thing, I'm gonna say this is gonna sound random, but I'm gonna say I'm feeling super grateful, and I'm not feeling grateful for this blooming plant. It just doesn't want to. It's really annoying. Hold on. No. Anyway, I am feeling super grateful. I've got one out of the way, and another one has decided it wants to step forward. I'm feeling super grateful and thankful for people around me that act as like a mirror to. I've given up on it. People around me that act as a really. Let me start again. I'm gonna say people in my life that are currently like acting as mirrors or like holding up mirrors for me. Now, this little plant thing is really annoying. Now, when I say holding up mirrors, when I say holding up mirrors, they're like they're really clearing those mirrors and then holding it up and saying, Ramat, what do you see? Like, really think about this. What do you see? Whether that's my coach, whether that's like family and friends, whatnot. But it's forcing me to challenge myself. It's forcing me to ask deeper and harder questions. And it's reminding me that I have support in my life, but I don't need people to tell me what to do or how to do it per se. But having a mirror and having someone hold up a mirror and say, hey, like, let's take a deep look at this and how you want to approach this situation and how you might be able to look at it differently is super, super helpful right now. So I am super grateful for those people that I am leaning on and that are putting up mirrors left, right, and centre and like helping me not go crazy, because there have been some moments in the last week where, yeah, if it wasn't for people holding up mirrors, I might have acted out differently. It's also very helpful, as I said, that I'm going through this season of cleanse because cleanse, think differently, approach things differently, super helpful. So yeah, that's it on that. All right, on to the next one. Looking ahead to week 10 or 52, First of all, I'm thinking about new plants because why can't this one behave? Okay, I kid. I will not be mean to the plant. I'll try to be a nice plant mum. Stay. Nah, alright, cool. Got mind of its own. Week 10. I think so we're now in March, and for me, the month of March is all about magnifying. Now, what do I mean about that, and how are we really going to turn up the dial on magnifying? It's about thinking a bit deeper. It's about thinking bigger, and it's also about sharpening focus on the things that we do, or where we want to be, for me in particular. So the question I'm asking myself this week is, what truly matters? Like what really actually matters, in the grand scheme of things. What's waiting to expand? What is currently like dulling my shine? What needs to be seen more clearly? Like, there's all these kind of like random questions, but ultimately they all come down to, how can I focus on what truly matters? So yeah, that's my focus for the week ahead. I guess if I was to choose 3 words that come to mind with that, I'm thinking clarity, expansion, and intention. So when I think about magnifying across the month of March, like, I'm looking for that clarity. I'm looking to expand and go deeper, but I'm also looking to be really intentional about the things that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I don't know what that's gonna look like this week, but we're gonna see. I'm looking forward to this month of magnifying in whatever ways I can. So let's see how it pans out. All right, that's it. As per usual, thanks for unfolding this week with me. Stay out of trouble unless it's good trouble, in which case go wild. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you next week. All right, deuces.
12 seconds later.
Get the thing out. Why won't it move? I finally got it to move out of the way now that I'm done recording the thing. Ridiculous.